Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
33 yards that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this... wind up out of bounds. Second and short now following the fumble. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Open man is Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On play action, Allen. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This one to Slayton over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, Nwangu. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen drops this off with Nwangu. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 6 yards away. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little.
Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off, and the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Taken down by Pete Werner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Darius Slayton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Wilson. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
116 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Duvernay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Darius Slayton from 8 yards out. And the Commanders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, Wilson. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, back to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
70 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So a victory here for the Commanders. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.